Hey guys, what's going on? My name is John and welcome to my NEStalgiaholic show. This episode I'm going to be doing an unboxing of Scooby-Doo Where Are You? The complete DVD collection set. This is limited edition, came out last year, 2012. Includes all 41 episodes from the series, all 3 seasons. And it's a really cool box set, so I want to do an unboxing. But before I do that, I just want to talk briefly about Scooby-Doo itself, the series. I have a lot of fond memories growing up watching Scooby-Doo. Loved it growing up. Still very popular today. Not only is there the show, there's been live action movies, anything from food items to video games, I mean, you name it, the Scooby-Doo branding is pretty much everywhere. The show itself started in 1969, created by Joe Ruby and Ken Spears, and it was produced by Hanna-Barbera. Hanna-Barbera was huge in cartoons, producing cartoons for many decades, 50s through really the 90s for the most part. And some of their more famous cartoons, obviously, other than Scooby-Doo, would be like the Flintstones, the Jetsons, even the Smurfs, to name a few. I mean, there was a ton of great cartoons that Hanna-Barbera actually produced. And if you're curious what happened to Hanna-Barbera, well, actually, they eventually joined the Cartoon Network. And Warner Brothers eventually took over the Cartoon Network and took over all rights to Hanna-Barbera. So now Warner Brothers has all the rights to Scooby-Doo and all that good stuff. So they're still producing shows. There's been a number of shows of Scooby-Doo. So if you're scratching your head, you're like, there's only 41 episodes of Scooby-Doo, where there's actually quite a bit more. This is just the very first series itself. I'm going to name off a few. I'll name them off here. You guys can kind of see if you guys remember of these. There's this one. There's also, after this, was followed by the new Scooby-Doo movies, came out in between 72 and 73. And then they have the Scooby-Doo Show from 76 to 78. They have the Scooby-Doo Dynamite Hour in 1976, Scooby All-Star Laugh Olympics in 1977, Scooby-Doo All-Stars, or Scooby All-Stars 1978, Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo 1979 to 80. And then it was called The Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo Show, and that was 1980 to 1982. Actually, that's when I actually have fond memories of watching that particular one. Richie Rich and Scooby-Doo 1980 through 81, the Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo Puppy Hour 1982. All New Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo Show, 1983 to 86. 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, 1985-86. Pup Named Scooby-Doo, 88-91. What's New Scooby-Doo, 02-05. So there's a break from 91 to 02. An 11-year break that they didn't have any shows. Then there was Shaggy and Scooby-Doo Get a Clue. That was 06 to 08. And the newest one is Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, 2010 through 13. So there's a couple years, like 09 didn't have any series. So there's a couple years that they didn't have any Scooby-Doo, but for the most part, the show has been going on for 50 years, which is pretty incredible. As far as why I like Scooby-Doo itself, it's very simple. I love the characters. You have the 4 main characters, or 5 actually, including Scooby-Doo. You have Shaggy, you have Velma, you have Daphne, and you have Fred, okay? And these are great characters. They all kind of have their own different personalities. Shaggy and Scooby are kind of more of the scaredy guys, right? So they're out there looking for food all the time, while Daphne, Fred, and Velma are kind of the more smart characters, and they're out like trying to actually solve these clues. This was created and was aired on CBS. Hanna-Barbera wanted to produce a show that was kid-friendly, that was interesting. A lot of the shows back in the day were based on superheroes, and a lot of parents didn't necessarily like that, so they wanted to come up with a new program. This is loosely based on a TV show called The Archies, which was came out and based on the Archie comics, and that was a musical band. I love the opening music to Scooby-Doo, classic. The animation is classic as well, and something funny about Scooby-Doo, and I think is interesting about Scooby-Doo, is the laugh track. Earlier seasons in this particular series, there's a laugh track in a cartoon, which is kind of odd, but actually kind of works. They got rid of the laugh track, and then they brought it back. Warner Brothers brought the laugh track back. And Scooby-Doo always kind of starts off the same way every episode. You know, they go try to solve a mystery. Shaggy and Scooby go off, do their own thing, try to find food, and then the other guys are solving a mystery, and then they kind of solve it. At the very end, they tear off the mask of the character, and they're like, "Damn it, for you kids! If it weren't for you guys, I would get away with it, whatever." You know. But there have been some made-for-TV movies that have been animated. There have been some live-action movies I mentioned before for Scooby-Doo. But overall, it's a great series. Let me show you this box real quick. You can kind of see the front, and it looks like the Mystery Machine, which is the van that they drive. I've seen people actually take their vans and add paint work to make it look like the Mystery Machine, which is funny. There's a handle here, you just pull it. It's actually pretty light. And this is the set itself, okay? And special edition, over 15 hours of Scooby-Doo fun. You open it up and here are the discs. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 discs. And pretty cool set. There's not really any special stuff as far as features that I'm aware of in this series anyway, but overall it's great to have a collection of Scooby-Doo. It is not on Netflix to stream that I'm aware of anyway, so this is really the only way to see the complete series. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for leaving a comment. What do you guys think about Scooby-Doo? Do you guys remember watching Scooby-Doo? What are your memories of it? Who's your favorite character Scooby-Doo? Please leave a comment below. Be sure to like and share this with your friends, guys. Appreciate your guys' support. We'll see you guys soon. Take care.